What's up guys, it's JohnReavesLive, and today we're going to be checking out a song from BTS, and this is called Love Maze. I'm freaking stoked for this one. We're going to be doing a lyric video, a JK live, and then a live performance. So if y'all are new to my channel, please smash that sub button and let's freaking do this! 3, 2, 1, boom!
선택의 미로 속에 갇혀 막다른 혼돈 속에 지쳐 우린 정답을 찾아 헤맸었지만 lost in the maze in the darkness 끝없이
His voice sounds so good. Ooh.
얘기해 이런 놈만 바보들 I wanna use my head I wanna calculate Love and fitness feeling like a fitness 머리 쓰면 사랑하죠 없기에 좋을 걸 알아 결처럼 말야 그래도 난 부딪히고 싶어 네가 밀면 넘어질게 날 이기죠 내가 당겨도 오지 않아도 돼 Let them be them Let us be us Love is amazing but you is amazed yeah
I gotta say this, I know they're probably about to, I think, go into a chorus, but it never, like, fails to shock me a little bit how much they can go from, like, Poppy singing into, like, really quick rapping. It's freaking awesome. And then RM, right as I'm thinking, man, his part was really freaking cool for him to just come in and start rapping right here. He actually starts singing while he, like, after that. It just is so cool how they can enter, like, just go well between pop and rap very effortlessly. And in this song there's a lot of really interesting stuff going on, and we'll point it out after this, I promise.
막혀있는 미로성 막다른 길 이 심연 속을 우린 가내고 있지 저기 가는 바람이 그네가 널 향해 대고 있길 명심의 때론 거짓은 의사의 가르라니 실현은 너를 소개하지 but 그럴 땐 내게 집중해 어둠 속에서 누리면 충분해 덧없는 거짓 속에서 우리가 함께 끝이 없는 미로 추천하고
That was so clean. I love how like each vocal line member can kind of go in and out effortlessly, hitting the same notes as the other member before them. Like, unless you had a really good trained ear for who each individual member is, like by this point I definitely know I don't necessarily need to see like who's singing what at what part because their voice is just distinct enough for me. But it's really cool how they can just come in and like hit the same notes, and then like the only thing really separating them is just their subtle differences in like their accents and the way that they say different stuff, and a little bit of tonality in their voices kind of separate them pretty well. But if you didn't know all those things, you could pass it off as like, you know, there's like a singer and a rapper or something like that sometimes, you know. And I like whenever they do that. Obviously they all have their own strengths, but I'm saying whenever they're trying to do those things, they can do them seamlessly.
어쩌겠어 우린 공식대로 와 있고 그래 어쩌겠어 그 법에 맞춰 맞다 아이스 방황하는 이 위로도 미지수의 그 길어도 서로 위한 섭리 중 하나인 girl 난 널 생각해 yeah 영원은 어렵대도 yeah 해보고 싶다고 그래 영원을 보자고 두만의 산 두만의 클랑 두만의 세계의 촉 두만의 맘 축을 향한 travel 잡은 두 손이 지도가 돼
There was a lot of really cool, interesting stuff that was going on in that song, not just lyrically or not just vocally as well. Like, there was really cool, intricate musical parts, and I think that on this JKV live, I'll be able to point it out to you, but there were some parts where instead of going like major on the scale, they went minor on it, or it sounded like it, and it had a really cool tone to it. So I really enjoyed that. I like that there is stuff for everyone in BTS. Like, even if you're not a huge lyric fan, which I am, but even if you're not a massive lyric fan and you're just in the vocals, they've got masterwork vocal stuff. Even if you're not into like that poppy vocal style and you're into just music, there's a lot of intricate stuff going on in the background to keep you very entertained. So like, they come at you from every side, and this song's no different. So we're going to be checking out JK doing a V live. If they show that scale in here, it's in the verses, and if they show that, I'll point it out to you guys so y'all can hear it. And if they don't show it here, we're going to be watching a live, and I'll show y'all in that one as well too. Hopefully they're going to be doing that there, but I'll show y'all. You guys tell me your thoughts on it, and let's go from there. Here we go. Freaking swipe it. That last one. Oh, damn. Those little accents. He has problems with his lighting too. We're brothers. Okay, so it did definitely show that part that I was talking about, but I was kind of taken up by like a lot of the things that JK was doing there. JK has like such a good voice, and it's so effortless for him. But I saw a couple of things there where I was like, man, that's freaking awesome. First of all, he does a lot of different techniques with like very low volume, which is really cool to hear a vocalist doing that, because I think it shows like he understands how he's doing those things, not just that he can do them. He knows how to do them. And in saying that, a lot of vocalists will like sing stuff. They just naturally have a vibrato to their voice. They can just be like, oh, I need to hit these notes. Okay, I'm going to hit those notes. But like, he sounds like he very much so understands the technique and what he actually needs to do with his voice to accomplish those things, and thus he's able to do them at a very low volume and like almost a whisper at some points. And I've seen him working with Jimin with vocals a lot, and I've seen him doing these things where it really shows me that he understands what he's doing to a technical aspect of it. And I think that's awesome. He's just an amazing vocalist, very well-rounded, very trained, and very structured, and I like that a lot. Let's get into a live performance, and I promise you guys this time I'm going to pause it and back up and show y'all exactly this note, this scale where they kind of go off a little bit, and it kind of goes into a minor, and it's right as they start singing. So you hear the melody at first, and then right as they start singing, it's actually accompanied with like a minor. Maybe they're doing like bass notes or something like that, but it's right as they begin the first verse. So it's really interesting, but let's get into that right freaking now. Swipe it one last time. It's right there. You can actually hear it right there. I'm going to back it up a little bit, but it's right here in this last bar. Right there. It's so different. I love that run so much. This is such a cool live performance. It's very interesting to me, V's vocals right there. Like whenever he's hitting those falsettos, he's having to hit his falsetto and it's like lowering his volume a little bit. And you can tell that that's not necessarily where he's most comfortable at, because obviously he kind of does like the lower notes, but he can hit them so beautifully. Like listen to songs like Christmas Tree, Winter Bear, like listen to those songs and hear his higher notes in there. Those are his falsettos as well too. He can hit them beautifully, and live you can tell a very big difference. Like as a vocalist, you can hear the volume changes in your voice, and whenever you change your volume, it's normally so where you don't like crack or where you can control what you're doing a lot better. And he's hitting those falsettos and it's lowering his volume a little bit, but whenever he's going into his regular range, you can hear him like kind of open up a little bit more. So like listen back to his vocals right here, but you can tell quieter, louder. Which I gotta say is a stark contrast as well to Jin, because Jin, whenever he hits high notes, normally he pushes harder and he's almost like yelling. You see the veins come out of his neck whenever he's like hitting those high notes. Like look at the end of Epiphany. At the end of Epiphany, whenever he's like singing those really highs, he's freaking screaming those really highs. And so it's really cool to see the contrast. It's not saying one is better than the other. It's just different techniques, but it's really cool to hear the differences. And then Jimin's just freaking ridiculously good. Love those ad-libs too. Sugar's part's awesome. This part. Yeah. I think what's really cool about this song is they do a lot of their falsetto work and they kind of hit those high notes and then the mid. So it's like really interesting to see their techniques. I'm seeing it a lot more in this song. I guess that's why I'm talking about it a lot more. But you can hear that JK, like we said earlier in his V Live, he just is, he knows what he needs to do technically to do these things. And so he, like here, his falsetto or his head voice it just comes out in the same area as his mid-range does. So it doesn't like, there's not a drop in volume or anything like that. It's just perfectly neutral. Even though he's hitting these high notes, even though he's hitting these mids, he's just got his voice, I guess, so technically figured out that he can literally hit them all almost at the same exact volume. There's no volume shift whenever you hear him doing it. Very cool. Ooh, Jimin in the back just blowing those highs out. Freaking V, dude. I love songs like that. It just kind of snuck up on me where I'm like, man, I love how technical this song actually is vocally. There's so many things going on. And I mean, it kind of starts it off. So first of all, that little part where they kind of go in minor in that scale. If they're doing that same riff 4 times, so on the 4th time that they do it, it kind of adds like a minor note in there. So it sounds a little bit different. And that's what caught me first. Then JK's freaking vocal run in there. And then all their harmonies and falsettos going into it. There's like so much different things going on. And they accomplish this greatly. Like this is one of those songs, it might fly under a lot of people's radars maybe, but I think if you're truly paying attention to like the song, the lyrics, like the lyrics are amazing too. I know we haven't talked about them a lot, but if you're really paying attention to all the technical things that they're doing here, there's so many things that you can pick up on that are freaking awesome, and I love this. So love Maze. Who would have thought that this was such a technical, amazing song, but it got me, and I freaking love that. So thank y'all so freaking much for watching this video. Spread the word. If people don't know how good this song is, you should let them watch this video, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of really cool things in here that people need to know about. Like if you're a big BTS fan, but you're skipping over this song, you should check this out, because there's a lot of really cool things that are happening actually in the song, and I love it. Either way, guys, thank y'all so freaking much for clicking on this video and spending a little bit of time with me today. For me, it's Monday, and I hope that you guys have a blessed start to your week. Spread some positivity out there, be kind to one another, and if anybody needs anything at all of my socials are at JohnReavesLive. And I'll catch y'all next time. Freaking toodles!